Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over 3 high growth stocks that could benefit massively from the upcoming shift to the metaverse. The metaverse is touted to be the successor to the internet that'll harness the power of a collection of different technologies like augmented reality, virtual reality, and 3D design that will allow users to interact in a fully open digital world. While this might seem like a lot of science fiction, many of the elements to build a metaverse are already in place and companies are racing to take their stake in what is expected to be a multi-trillion-dollar market opportunity. If done right, the metaverse could completely change the way we do work, conduct business, and travel by allowing companies to save costs and be much more efficient by integrating their workflow onto the metaverse. In this video, I'll be talking about 3 companies that are very well positioned to take advantage of this new trend, how they could become the leaders in this space and create potential fortunes for their shareholders. And at the end, I'll also conduct a chart analysis to see what could be the best prices to buy each of these stocks. But before we get into it guys, make sure to drop me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. The first stock up here we have is ticker symbol MTTR or Matterport, which is a leading digital data company that essentially sells 3D cameras that can convert photos into a virtual world that you can share with anyone online. These guys develop their own spatial computing software that turns any room or space into a 3D model using artificial intelligence that they call a digital twin. This digital twin can then be used by any company or individual to analyze and improve the design of any real estate asset or company, which obviously can save a lot of time and money. And as the idea of the metaverse comes closer to becoming a reality, Matterport's technology can play a huge role in allowing people to experience real life environments from anywhere in the world. You see, many powerful new businesses are likely to be created as the metaverse takes off over the next few years, which means that they will definitely need market-ready technologies to convert their existing assets into the digital world. And currently, Matterport is the undisputed leader in this space. In fact, Facebook and Matterport already have a working relationship from when they announced a collaboration with Facebook's AI research division to assemble the largest ever dataset of 3D indoor spaces. And since these indoor spaces are expected to be available for both academic and non-commercial uses, Matterport should have a direct benefit from the growing demand for the metaverse. If we have a closer look at the chart for Matterport, you can see the stock has already had a very big run up over the past month or so, as obviously the theme of the metaverse has really caught on to investors and traders behind this company. If you guys didn't know, this company actually went public back in early 2021 through a SPAC. The merger ended up completing in the summer, and after the merger completed, we saw this huge run up above the 50-day moving average for consecutive 3 months. But now, as you can see over the past few days, the stock has recently hit a 52-week high, which tells me that it's definitely worth waiting for a potential pullback before buying into this company. I would ideally look for a pullback to around this $23 to $24 region, with an even better entry zone sitting around 21 bucks. As you can see, the RSI is sitting in overbought territory and the volume has really increased substantially over the past few weeks, which tells me that there's definitely a potential pullback coming in the stock price in the short term. As you can see, we're kind of forming this bear flag on the 1-hour time frame, which means that if we break down below that, we could most definitely fill this gap to right around that $23 region. And since these guys' revenue has grown around 36% on the subscription side and their customer count has actually grown by 116%, tells me that there could be definitely much more revenue growth coming in this company over the next year. And since these guys are definitely one of the leaders in the 3D conversion space, the stock is definitely something you want to have on watch if you want to play the metaverse. The next stock up here we have is ticker symbol RBLX or Roblox, which is a video game and content creation company that sells one of the world's most popular 3D gaming platforms with over 47 million daily active users. Since the metaverse is a virtual world where people can build homes, work, and play, Roblox already has a solid head start in potentially becoming a metaverse leader. Roblox's online entertainment platform allows developers to build, explore, and create 3D digital worlds, and on top of that, earn money for every time a player uses them. This monetization strategy has definitely helped Roblox gain a lot of players, as seen by their 30% increase in daily active users over the past year. This illustrates the fact that not only is Roblox attracting new users, but their existing players are highly engaged on the platform. And the best part is that the growing user base attracts more developers, which creates a virtuous cycle. As you can see, Roblox's third quarter earnings kind of bucked the common reopening narrative, which claims that all the companies that thrived during the pandemic were due for a correction. But as you can see with Roblox, that was not the case. Roblox's revenue of $509 million increased 102% year over year, while their bookings of around $638 million increased by 28%. And while the company reported a bigger net loss, their free cash flow increased by a very healthy 7% to $171 million, which goes to show the efficiency of Roblox's business model. And as seen by Nike's latest announcement, businesses really want to create experiences in Roblox that will drive traffic, engagement, and monetization for both the brand and the company. And we've also seen huge games like Fortnite host virtual concerts in-game with a huge audience, which really goes to show the potential for Roblox, which unlike Fortnite has been in the gaming industry for over 16 years now. And as we've seen over the past 5 years, gamers across the world already spend billions of dollars on video game purchases, which could make it very easy for Roblox to monetize its services in the metaverse. If we now move over to the stock chart of Roblox, you can see just how incredibly overbought this stock has been over the past month or so, ever since they reported their Q3 earnings. And after the Nike announcement, the stock really gapped up significantly on around November 9th, and since then the stock really has not seen any major pullback. As you can see, the RSI is now at over 80, which tells me that there's definitely time for the stock to potentially pull back and give real long-term investors a better buying opportunity. And generally speaking, when there's a FOMO type event in a market like this, you definitely want to stay on the sidelines and be patient for the stock to actually come down to a reasonable level. In this case, anything under $100 is a very good buying opportunity on Roblox stock in my opinion, especially since the stock found a lot of support right around that area. As you can see, after the stock had this huge gap up, it came right into this huge resistance level and struggled to break through it until a few days later after a huge amount of volume poured right back into the stock. And as we all know, old resistance always turns into new support, which is why this $100 region is very attractive as a buying opportunity on Roblox stock. And finally, no discussion regarding the metaverse would be complete without the inclusion of Meta Platforms, formerly known as Facebook. This company has signaled that it was going all in on the metaverse with its recent and highly publicized name change, and late last month, CEO Mark Zuckerberg said that from now on we're going to be metaverse first, not Facebook. This company is essentially turning its focus to building products and services that will usher in the era of the metaverse, describing it as the next evolution of social connection where you'll be able to socialize, learn, collaborate, and play in ways that go beyond what's possible today. Meta themselves predict that there could be as many as 1 billion people joining the metaverse over the next 10 years, which creates a massive opportunity for any company that develops tools for building and using the metaverse. The two stocks I've covered so far in this video only deal with the construction and creation of 3D worlds that can be used in the metaverse. However, Meta Platforms gives us exposure to arguably an even more important aspect, which is human interaction. Meta Platforms has already invested in a number of products that could eventually act as a gateway to the metaverse, like Oculus virtual reality headsets, the smart glasses in collaboration with Ray-Ban, and the Portal video chatting service. On top of this, their Facebook Reality Labs division is working on haptic gloves that could potentially help users feel virtual objects in the metaverse and completely revolutionize the experience of these 3D worlds. And the best part for investors is that Meta Platforms' stock is actually trading very cheap compared to almost all of the other metaverse stocks out there, and given this company's insane 35% revenue growth and $9 billion in net income, makes this an extremely low risk way to play the metaverse. If we move on over to the chart of Meta Platforms, you can see the stock has been in a very consistent uptrend over the past 5 years or so, and very recently is when we're getting this very significant pullback from the highs of $384. Now the stock is trading right under $350, which means that this stock is trading underneath its 52-week high, which definitely creates a great buying opportunity for investors right now. As you can see, it pulled back to this 50-week moving average in purple and now has rebounded slightly on very high volume. And as we've seen in the past, whenever the stock has pulled back to any of the moving averages, they have always been great buying opportunities for the long term. If we go down to the daily time frame, we can see there's been a lot of action recently with no real movement to either the upside or the downside, which tells me that there could be a breakout coming in the very near term. And the rule of thumb is that whenever you're investing in a high quality business like Meta Platforms, you always want to buy when there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. And in my opinion, right now is definitely one of those times. Anything under $350 looks like a great buying opportunity on this stock, but if you want to wait for even cheaper prices, I would look for an entry around $326. However, if you break above this $354 resistance level, we could see a very big short squeeze to potentially make an all-new 52-week high on this stock. But as you can see on the weekly time frame, the RSI is well underneath 55, which tells me that this is a great buying opportunity if you're interested in investing in the metaverse theme. But anyways guys, make sure to drop me a thumbs up if you found some value from this video. Let me know what you guys think of all the metaverse stocks I mentioned down in the comment section below. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.